Some sort of life insurance salesman, I guess. You know me, wouldn't normally go in for that sort of thing. I mean, why would I need to? To say I've got it made is probably an understatement. I'm the corporate director of a multinational company showing year-on-year growth and with a multi-million-pound turnover. I'm recognised for my business excellence and have the awards to prove it. The house in the country, complete with a collection of supercars in the garage, as well as the apartments in London and New York, are just some of the benefits of living the high life. Holidays, what can I say about them? There's absolutely nothing better than cruising around the Med on my luxury yacht. Why, I'm one of the richest men in the country, and why would I need to think about life insurance? More to the point, why am I still letting it bother me? Who was this guy anyway? A street hustler trying to con people? If he was a genuine businessman, you know, legit, he wouldn't be touting for trade amongst the busy commuters during the morning rush hour. Anyway, I was checking out the latest figures from the stock markets, making sure the company was continuing to do well, when I heard this insurance bloke say something that caught my attention. Normally I'd just brush it off, but this guy was different. What he was saying seemed to make sense, and it wasn't just life insurance he was selling, something about eternal life. So I listened a bit longer, realising he might be onto something. If he was out to con people, he sure had me taken in. This guy certainly knew his stuff. He wasn't just good, you know what I mean? He was very good. Everything he said made sense and fitted in with how I run the company. I think it's fair to say I run the company along ethical lines. I've never had to push people out of the way in order to climb to the top. Never lied or stolen or cheated to get where I am today. And by some miracle I've not been tempted to squander it by the drink and the drugs or the women that so many others seem to be distracted by. It's probably a form of stress relief, but I've always run the company with integrity right from day one, and that includes demonstrating it to everyone from the top down. Anyway, against my better judgment, I shouted out to this bloke, trying to get his attention against the crowd of people filing past on their way to work. I needed to talk more with this guy. As I got close to him, he saw me and said his name was Jay, or Joe, or something like that, and that he was the founder of Christos Liberty Group. Sounded like a big deal, but I knew most of the top companies in the city, but I'd never heard of this one. Who knows, maybe there might be a business opportunity in it, a chance to work together. After all, money can buy pretty much anything, can anyone, can't it? I'd appreciate it if you could check it all out for me. Right, speak to you later, bye. Oh, hi, take a seat. Thanks for coming to see me. What have you managed to find out?
I'd gone in thinking this might be a chance for us to work with the Christos Liberty Group. This J chap wasn't just selling life insurance. This was life insurance with a difference. Something that would last beyond life and into eternity. There was a good business case for it, and I wanted it, whatever the cost.
Okay, thanks for that. As I said on the phone earlier, this guy was good. I'd gone in with the intention of asking him questions, wanting to find out more, but it didn't happen that way. Instead of me interviewing him, he interviewed me, asking me all sorts of questions about how I ran the company, how I treated my family, and what came first in my life. I can tell you it was unsettling, unnerving even. I was normally in the driving seat, controlling the meetings and making the decisions. Yet here I was in this crowded place, people rushing by, and my role was reversed. Having been firmly placed at the top of the corporate food chain, I now found myself at the bottom, answerable to this unknown person from Christos Liberty Group. But here's the strangest thing. He didn't hold it over me. In that situation, I would have had the power, and I would have made sure that I used it. But he was different. There was a gentleness in his probing. He was certainly impressed when I told him about the company's ethical credentials and the way we value staff and customers. There was also an incredible sense of honesty, an unexpected bonus in the cutthroat world of international business. He explained how he viewed things from his company's perspective. The twinkle in his eye as he spoke was captivating. It was as if he would genuinely love to do business together. It's only fair to say he got me hook, line and sinker. I wanted in. And then it came from out of nowhere. This J chap told me just how much it was going to cost. I was expecting it to be pricey. A few £1,000,000 for business development would have seemed quite reasonable. But what he said knocked me for 6. This was way more than a few million. This was absolutely everything. Everything I owned and had control over. It sounded more like billions. Everything indeed. Was he kidding me? The look on his face told me that he wasn't. He was deadly serious. I think he may have even unnerved some of his associates who were speaking with other people who were gathered around. Certainly unnerved me. Challenged me even. I remember it clearly, the thoughts racing round inside my head. My hand, which had been hovering in mid-air, ready to shake on the deal, was suddenly lifeless and limp. Of all the deals that had come my way, this was the only one I couldn't go through with. The company I built up from nothing meant absolutely everything to me. I couldn't just simply hand it over just like that. I'd been so excited about the prospects as I listened to Jay, but now it felt as though I'd been punched in the stomach. This went way beyond being disappointed, I can tell you. The idea of eternal life had been so close, and yet I was unable to commit to it. I wasn't prepared to give it all up for this. I'd taken risks before, but not this time. Not this time.